home sellers advised to get in early to achieve a bumper sale price. Last week marked the start of the year of the Rooster on the Chinese calendar, said to symbolize punctuality and early starts. And their themes home sellers should take to heart. Real estate experts claim vendors who list their homes early in the year will have better prospects of selling at a bumper price than those who wait until spring or 2018. Part of the reason is that, after nearly 4 years, Sydney's housing boom may not have enough fuel left in the tank for prices to continue rising at the 16% rate they did over 2016. Pent-up demand for housing, coupled with a near-record low number of properties for sale, will ensure some measure of growth in prices continues in the short-term future. But experts warn a range of economic factors, including tighter bank lending, will become an obstacle to further growth in the second half of 2017. BIS shrapnel projections show growth in Sydney's median house price will flatten midway through the year and start to fall back 1% or 2% in 2018. Unit prices were likely to record bigger falls of about 4 to 5%, according to the group. NAB's latest residential market survey, based on interviews with about 250 industry participants, was slightly more bullish, forecasting median house price growth of 4.5% and unit price growth of 1%. Predictions have a more lackluster market in the second half of the year contrast with current selling conditions. A recent CoreLogic report showed more than 97.5% of Sydney vendors who sold homes over the recent quarter did so at a profit. Vendors in areas within 15 kilometers of the CBD were even more likely to resell their homes for a profit. 100% of sellers in Botany Bay, Hunters Hill and Waverley councils sold their homes for more than they paid for them. The median resale profit in Hunters Hill was a staggering $785,000 after an average 8.9 years of ownership. CoreLogic analyst Cameron Cusher said recent sellers benefited from strong demand for property, buoyed by improved confidence in the economy. It comes back to the strength of the Sydney economy and the strong migration into Sydney, he said. That is ultimately resulting in a lot of housing selling and subsequently very few people selling at a loss. The current strengths of the Sydney selling market were evident when comparing the city to Darwin and Perth, Mr. Cusher said. In most cities, the instances of homes reselling at a loss is low, with the exceptions being Perth, where almost 2 out of every 5 dwellings resold at a loss, and Darwin, where approximately 3 out of every 10 resales was at a loss over the quarter, Mr. Cusher said. LJ Hooker chief executive Grant Herod said one obstacle for homeowners trying to sell this year will be the stamp duty they will be required to pay on their next home. He pointed to a LJ Hooker survey of more than 2,600 property owners which found 51% of those who received an appraisal by a real estate agent but did not list their property for sale would have done so if stamp duty was lower. The figure rose to 61% if stamp duty was abolished altogether. These numbers highlight the chokehold the current stamp duty tax has on the secondary market, Mr. Herod said.